Hello everyone, it's Jack Cotton, #1 best-selling author of Selling Luxury Homes, luxury real estate expert, and agent. And it's my role as an agent that we're covering these weeks as I share with you videos I'm creating for my own website, my real estate website, jackcottonrealtor.com. These are videos that the public will see that I use to engage them, to inform them, to intrigue them, and to also help with the SEO of my jackcottonrealtor.com website. This week's video is going to be about 7 reasons why I show my own listings. And some people are going to like this, and some people aren't. Let me know what you think. Here it comes. Hello, and thanks for stopping by jackcottonrealtor.com. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 7 reasons why I show my own listings. You know, as I've mentioned in previous videos that you may have watched on my site, we spend thousands of dollars, countless hours. You know, it takes 6 to 8 hours of work to make up a listing live, between measuring the rooms, dictating the descriptions, all the editing and copywriting that needs to be done, all the photography that needs to be done, the editing of the photos, the choosing of the right photos, the choosing of the right angles for the photos, entering all this information on the various websites like Multiple Listing and our own proprietary websites that we use. It's hours and hours and hours of work. And the whole goal of our online presence is to convert lurkers to lookers. We've never, except I can think of one occasion, actually sold a house online without people coming to see it in person. So it's critical for us to give enough information so that people want to come and see your property in person. Convert from lurking to looking. So once they do show up, it just seems like a funny time for me to start delegating the showing of your house. This is the part where we're eyeball to eyeball, belly to belly, with the person who could potentially buy your house. And there's a lot of things we can delegate, like photography, like copywriting, all kinds of things. But gosh, delegating the important part when a buyer walks over the threshold of your front door is really not what I think is good representation for you. Let me tell you 7 reasons why I show my own listings almost every time. First of all, except for you, no one's going to know your property better than I do. I'm the one who measures your house. I'm the one who dictates all the details of your property. And that really does 2 things. One, it gives me more information that I can use for doing the price analysis. It also gives me more of a feeling for your home for helping you write the copywriting for marketing. But it also helps me understand the best way to show your property to a potential buyer. Number 2, I know the order of how the showing should be conducted through your house. I know which rooms to hit first and which ones to hit second or last. You know, the order is very important of how we show a property. Because that brings us to number 3, which is I can save surprises for the right moment. Little surprises like an unexpected closet, like an extra room that people didn't expect to see in the house, like an extra storage area, or something that people didn't really expect. I can save that for the right moment when I show the property myself. More importantly, though, is number 4, which is I can read the buyer. You know, it's been nearly 4 decades of doing this for me, and I've come to realize what really makes a buyer's eyes light up when they walk through the front door. So I look for these buying signals when somebody comes in. Why would I want to delegate that to someone else? I want to be there. I might, you know, I might have another agent with me, but I want to be there to gauge the reaction of the buyer to your property so that I'm in the best position to answer their questions, which is number 5. I can discern and differentiate questions from real objections. Many times an objection is based on a misplaced premise. They may have some misinformation or misconception about your property that if I'm not there in person to handle, that objection may not be answered at all. That question may linger forever, and they may have a misconception about your property if I'm not the one showing it. Number 6, I can discern the motivation and interest of the buyer, especially as it you know, applies to your own property. I can really gauge. You know, sometimes, I remember in my early days of real estate, I was showing a property, and the people walked through the house, and they seemed to hate everything. They just constantly picked apart every aspect of the house. Well, they wound up buying it. And it was an important lesson for me because I learned different people have different reactions when they like something. Some people gush all over it, and other people pick it apart and they like it. I've also learned that a lot of people who gush all over a listing don't like it at all. They just like to gush all over listings, especially if the owner's anywhere within earshot. They'll always do that. But number 7, I think is the most important one. I've been doing this for a long time. I have a certain reputation. I've written books on the subject. People know who I am. And I think that there is a subtle message sent if I don't care enough to be present for the showing of one of my own listings. Now listen, I don't work 24/7, nobody does, and nobody can. But I make great efforts to always be present in the showing of your house. Even if a fellow agent or team member of mine is there, I work really hard to be there 9 times out of 10. I think it sends a real bad message if I'm not there. And usually, before a buyer buys a house, they make 2 or 3 visits to the property before they make an offer. So even if I miss one showing, I'm there for the next and subsequent ones after that. So the message is really important. So in conclusion, listen, there are things we need to all delegate to be more efficient in the practice of our business, and I delegate as much stuff as I can to other people, as much as I possibly can. But there are certain things we shouldn't delegate, and being in front of a buyer who could buy your house is really where I earn my fee, and not something that I think should be delegated. The message is important. So those are the 7 reasons why I will always work hard to be present during the showings of your property, why I think it's important, and why it'll help you get the highest dollar for your property. Thanks for your attention. Give me a call, hit the contact button if you'd like more information or to arrange an appointment. Until then, have a great day. Wow, now what'd you think of that one? That's, I'm not sure. We'll see if that one makes it on my website or if it doesn't make it on my website. But I think it's important because, when I look at different markets around the country, when I talk to agents, when I was doing the 20-minute one-on-one consulting calls last year, a lot of agents in high-end markets don't show their own listings. They delegate the showings. So that can be a real point of difference for you. So see if that would work for you in conveying to sellers on your website, making a video about why you show your own listings. If you think there's a reason I forgot or there's one I should forget, send me some comments. I'd like to hear from you. Again, don't forget to forward this email on to a friend, another agent around the country or across the world who could benefit from this information. Send me one of your listings that I can include and try to get some referral business going between the thousands of people who are getting these emails each week. And lastly, don't forget to sign up for LuxuryRealEstateUnplugged.com. Get all your luxury real estate questions answered in person, live, online, first Tuesday, 1 o'clock p.m. East Coast time, LuxuryRealEstateUnplugged.com. Until next week, make it a great one.